Hi, I'm Xenowave, and today I'm going to show you how I made this sound. So the main concept of this sound is just resampling, but in a very sort of weird way, because Sytrus resamples on a single cycle sort of algorithm. So that means that if you take any sound, so right here we have a single cycle sine wave. So what it does is play that sine wave. Oh, well, I can't. It plays that sine wave and it just repeats at whatever frequency I press the keyboard at times this ratio. That's basically how Sytrus oscillates. But when I was experimenting with classic wavetables such as modern talking, I discovered that when I put it in Sytrus, at least at a regular frequency, so that's at 2, and let's just say we put this back at C5. It sounds like this. We tried FMN and all that. You're like, oh, that's not the sound. But as I just said, it repeats the sound at a certain frequency. So if we lower the frequency, like so, it gets slower and slower, and we keep on going down. Huh, that sounds a little familiar. Huh. We have the modern talking sample. It's just being played over and over and over and over again. Oh, I got the modern talking and other massive wavetables online. I just looked up massive wavetables for download, and I started putting them in Sytrus. So that's basically how that works. So I tried something similar with any other sound, because if you can get that whole waveform. If you can do that, I was like, what if I try it with reeses and other sounds? And I got some pretty good results. It can be hit or miss, but I do think it's worth exploring. This is definitely still like new to me. So basically, okay, I made this reese. Real quick, it's just a sine wave, a square wave with no fundamental and randomized phases. Another one of those square waves, but I detuned the ratio to 2.1. And another sine wave with the ratio at 1.7. And I just distort it in filter 1 with the filter off. That's it. So then I record it in Edison. Dual view? Oh, no. Alright. Oh, my glob. Okay, yeah. So I recorded about this much of the reese. So I have 2 reese cycles. Let's actually just restart the process, because I already have it saved in that Sytrus. So yeah, doesn't really matter. So I'll pick this one. So you record your sound, and normally I would say record a single cycle, but we're gonna kind of play around with what it means to be a single cycle, basically. So I want where the reese repeats at least once. So where we hear 2 reese cycles, basically. That sounds about good. Sounds about right. So I can probably cut off here and maybe take this off. And then I throw it into a Sytrus. Any Sytrus. I'm just gonna take this default. Resample 2. And put in operator 1. And again, we're gonna have actually I think I have the C9. Okay. Oh, that's operator 4. let's put in operator 1. I could have sworn I picked operator 1. Alright. So we have that. But we bring it down. Bring it down to 0.5. Bring it down to 0.25. You see how it resembles the original resound? It even has the properties of the pitch tracking. So what I did was put it into a new filter, put it into filter 1, and distorted it to kind of, I guess, rebuild the upper harmonics. So I tried it like this. Oh, whoops. I tried it like this. It wasn't bad, so I was like, let's try something more intense. So got a point, put on wave, and I just kind of went crazy. I kind of left it like this, or played around with it and put it right around here. So there's this intense wavefolding at this part of the waveform. And we get something a bit more, I guess, clear like that. And now we have a reese in one operator of Sytrus. That's it. And now we can just FM this overall signal. Or RM it. I'm not fully comfortable with this, so I don't know how to immediately get good sounds out of it, but seems interesting. And then you could throw a phaser on it or something like that. You probably even give it the newer treatment and give it 3 band stops, or wait, I'm serializing filter 1 to filter 2, by the way. I'm kind of just rebuilding this as I go, because this is more of a conceptual video than anything. But yeah, you could just put on a band stop, serialize into a band pass or band stop or whatever combination. So I'm gonna try a phaser and see how that sounds. And throw a little bit of distortion on it. Phasers and distortion in Sytrus will can give you really good or really bad results. In my experience, it's been more on the bad side. So. And then there's also unison, which is the reese's best friend. So let's just kind of play around with this. It starts to become a mess, so I don't know about that, but maybe it'll work out better for you. And then there's also effects. And so on. So yeah, that's basically a sound. I've done this with growls and other newer basses. I've gotten really good results. Like, for example, I actually have a nice little song I'm working on. Give me a second. Alright, so this is the song I was talking about. So this is the patch right here in this song. So what I did here was basically the same thing. I took a reese bass, I recorded it, and threw it into Sytrus. What I did for that reese bass in particular was I put it on the lowest setting, like the lowest the lowest pitch I could do. So I made C10 the root note by right clicking on it, and then I went into the piano roll all the way down to C0, like that. And then I recorded that, and then I put it into Sytrus because I knew it would play a lot faster. And notice I didn't put the ratio at like all the way down to 0.25 or anything below 0. I mean anything below 1, because this was already such a low frequency that it didn't matter if what the ratio was. So yeah, that's basically the sound. Let's go back to the actual original sound. Okay, and that's here you are. Boop, boop. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's what I did for operator 1, and that's just for all we have. And I just have operator 6 as a direct sub out. And then I have filter 1 just distorting. I'm just wavefolding like this. And I serialize filter 1 to filter 2, which is just a phaser on high quality, flat, and alternate triple mode with distortion like this, and cutoff at 44% and resonance at 50%. And then effects, that's just arbitrary. So chorus order is on 9. I have 46% for chorus depth, 16% for chorus speed, 0 chorus delay, 100% chorus spread, negative 34% chorus cross, and 100% chorus volume. And I have the delay 3 on, no feedback or time. I just have the stereo offset, 60 milliseconds to the right, and then okay, 53% delay volume. So like that again, that just play with that as needed. Doesn't really matter. What really matters is getting the sound to do what you want. But it's pretty cool how you can do that. If I find something new, I will make another video on this. But for now, this is all I have. Definitely put in other sounds and try and get this going. I think it's pretty awesome how Sytrus can additively recreate the sound and get the pitching and phase canceling perfectly, pretty much, or near perfect. Pretty amazing. Anyways, I guess to put the tension up. So it doesn't really matter though. But yeah, and these don't matter either. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's the sound. If you have any questions, let me know, and have a great day.